Welcome back to the PCT Short. I'm Jonah Johnson. So as our crops are finally starting to emerge out of the ground, we're starting to see some unfortunate interactions with either crop protection products and fertilizers that might have been an untimely application, or of course the weather just hasn't cooperated with us, as a lot of you are still waiting to turn the wheel in some instances. So some of the things we're starting to see and get a lot of calls on this week is what's going on with my crop. I'm starting to see different colors in my corn, for example, or in soybeans, and also some striping. So aside of potentially some early season nutrient issues of not taking up because the root systems are small and the ground is cold, we're starting to see a lot of herbicide interactions. And so I just want to go over a couple of those that are pretty common this time of year when it's cold, not as much sunshine as we'd like to see. And so with some of those coming, you'll start to see different tissue responses on some of your crops. So some common ones that we're seeing right now are, of course, metribuzin interaction with soybeans, for example, where you start to get the yellowing and crispiness to the beans, and that's not uncommon considered when they're sitting in the cold, funky conditions. Some other ones you'll see pop up there is your PPOs, where you get some tissue burn. Also, herbicide group 15, where you start to see products like Warrant, Dual, and others like asmetolachlor, metolachlors, what have you, will start to show some of the hardening, heart-shaped in your soybean leaves. That's pretty common. Also, when you see some of the same chemistries of the group 15s in corn, you get the buggy whipping, which is very common as well. 9 times out of 10, it'll pull out of that and not be a problem. Then you can see the bleachers, group 27s, where you start seeing whitening of the crop. And so if you're seeing any of these in your crop right now, it's not uncommon, and like I said, 9 times out of 10 they'll grow out of that. What you're wanting to see is the new tissue emerging out of the whorl. For example, in corn, if that's green and clean, that's a great symptom. And also in soybeans, if the new trifoliate's coming out of green, again, most likely it's going to grow out of that and be fine. Now, of course, if it's not making the turn, the weather continues to be bad, we may be looking at some potential replant scenarios that we can talk about at a different time. So for more, feel free to follow us on PCTnutrients.com. I'm Jonah Johnson. Thanks for watching.